Hello, everyone, and welcome to our April edition of Action News. We are super excited about our show on today. In this episode, we are going to talk about one of my favorite programs, our Fatherhood Program. It is a 12-week-long program for parents and parent figures, really to help them to mesh with their children, to be better co-parents, and just to have better parenting skills. We'll also hear from one of our dads about how the program really impacted him and the lives of his children. And lastly, we'll hear from Corey Hernandez. She'll talk about her experience as a mother and really how it helped strengthen her relationship. So be sure to stick around. You are not going to want to miss it. We'll see you right back here soon.
Early childhood is a time of great growth and development. Northern Kentucky Head Start provides you and your preschool child a stable foundation through services in education, health, and nutrition, including daily meals and social services. And with parent involvement, you'll always be part of your child's progress. Head Start offers preschool opportunities with support for the whole family. To find out if you are eligible or to apply today, visit our website at nkcac.org.
Hi, welcome back to Action News. My name is Taylor Weber with the Northern Kentucky Community Action Commission. Today I'm speaking with Corey Hernandez, who was a mother who participated in our Fatherhood Program. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Taylor, for inviting me.
Absolutely. Right, so this program is tailored more towards father and father figures, but we do have limited numbers of mothers that are allowed to participate. And so we just wanted to talk to you about your experience and what you learned through participating in that as a mother.
Okay. I understand that the Fatherhood Program, it has the name of father, but we have seen an increase of single mothers. And I took the class because a lot of the clients that I work with, it's a single parent figure household. I don't like to call it mother or father because you're trying to be a parent. That's why I took the class, to understand more and how to help them when it's just one parent figure. I'm a financial counselor, and things get difficult when it's only one income. So I took the class coming from that perspective, but I learned. And I took more out of the fatherhood class.
Absolutely. And so what are either one or a couple of the most valuable lessons that you learned through taking the program?
I learned that people can have different parenting skills because that was the way that they were raised, and that everybody is doing the best that they can. And it doesn't matter if you are a father, you can be a great mother. And it doesn't matter if you are a mother, you can still be a great father. But I also learned to respect the father of my children because sometimes we have an idea of what parenting should look like, but it's not the idea of the other parent. But the Fatherhood Program also teaches you skills in your personal level to learn and understand this is a team effort. And I think learning to respect that other side, it was a big accomplishment.
Yeah. So out of all the aspects of things that you learned through the program, what was one of the more or most beneficial pieces? Was it the communication? Learning skills? Was it more of the how to build stronger relationships?
I definitely like the communication, but how to co-parent. And it doesn't matter if you live in the same household or you don't. You still have to co-parent. I was mentioning that I learned how to tone it down, because my expectations of a parent are like, I'm a dictator. And I learned no, you can go with the flow. Okay, you don't want to wear those tennis shoes, it's okay. It's okay. It's going to be okay. Because at the end, the mother and the father, we want the same goal. We just want our children to be successful, and we just want them to be happy. But I think like the respect, the communication, and that we are a team and we're trying our best. I think that was one of the skills that I learned and from Fatherhood Program. I will definitely recommend any moms and dads to take it, and you're gonna become a better person yourself. And if you're a better person, you're gonna be a better parent.
Absolutely, yes. And was there any type of, your favorite thing from the program, or who was your case manager during your class?
Karine and Dr. T.
Okay.
The best thing is the experience because you get to share your parenting styles with other participants, and then you learn so much. It's like a support group. Like, this is what works for me, this is how I'm doing it, and it's just like a little family. And they share their experience, they share their ideas with you. It's a really great program and a really great group.
Absolutely. Oh, well, thank you so much for sharing your story with us. And for more information on the Fatherhood Program, you can visit our website at www.nkcac.org, and we'll be right back.
Drafty windows, poor insulation, and inefficient appliances can raise utility bills. The Weatherization Assistance Program helps low-income households make energy-efficient improvements to their homes. Our trained inspectors perform an energy audit, and our licensed weatherization professionals provide eligible repairs, free for qualifying families. The Northern Kentucky CAC's Weatherization Program helps to keep families comfortable in their home while reducing energy bills.
Hello, I am Andre Rogers, a case manager, gratefully here working with the Northern Kentucky Community Action Commission Fatherhood Program. And today I am deeply blessed to be able to speak with one of the most amazing men I've ever had the chance to come encounter with, and a proud Fatherhood Program graduate, Mr. Joseph Capana.
Thank you, brother.
My brother, how you feel?
I feel great, man. Just living that dream. Ever since the Fatherhood Program, everything's been great for me.
Okay.
And like in line with the Life Learning Center, everything just fits perfectly. Everything just falls into place. It's weird, like when the dominoes are falling, it's like the reverse domino effect, basically. Everything's just coming back up. And being a father again after 5 years, it's wonderful.
Yeah, I know it's been a lot, man. So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself,
Okay.
a bit of your story.
All right. Well, I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and the drug scene there was pretty bad. So growing up there, I started playing in the streets a little early in life. My father was really good friends with famous people. I'm not going to name drop, but so we were partying all the time. It was just party, and throughout when I was 11, this is when I was 11, I moved down to Florida with my stepfather, and I just kept rebelling and coming back down to Philadelphia, back and forth.
Yes, sir.
And the freedom in Philadelphia and the strict rules down in Florida, it kind of made me understand what structure is in a way, but I still wanted to rebel and party and everything
Absolutely.
like that,
Absolutely.
But after that, I moved after I was done at 19. I got stabbed in my neck in Philly, and I moved down to Florida for good.
Right.
I got married, and didn't have no children then, but I was a functioning addict at the time, and I was building houses, and I started my own business for a minute there, and then I left my first wife, and everything was just down the tubes. Everything went crazy.
Right.
And then 15 years passed, I find this place, Life Learning Center, Fatherhood Program. Started doing the Narcotics Anonymous program a lot. And now I'm sitting here as a productive member of society.
Ain't that right?
Yeah. I like helping people a lot. I carry a message of hope and success.
Absolutely. See, right, so we've known you because we dealt with you for a while, that you always carry that message of hope and things like that, right? But how were we so blessed to get you in the first place? How did you find out about the Fatherhood Program?
Okay. I was enrolled at the Life Learning Center.
Okay.
And
Hey, hold on, real quick. Life Learning Center. What's that? Break it down.
The Life Learning Center is a facility where, like, if you're coming out of jail or if you need help with anything, they'll help you with like sober living. They'll help you with like getting your ID, Social Security card, birth certificate. They help me with every single thing they could help me with. And if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be sitting in this chair.
Okay, now.
And before I even went to the Life Learning Center, a friend of mine at a homeless shelter is the one that said, "Hey, follow me to this place, and they'll help you out a lot." And I just, instead of like open doors, I saw open arms, and I went in there and got hugged by everybody in that building. Especially at Kareem at the Fatherhood Program, because I went and talked to him. I talked to him for a good 20, 30 minutes, and he's telling me about the whole situation. And with the last time I got arrested, it was for child support. It was the first time in my life I never got arrested without a drug charge.
Okay.
So I was like, maybe I should, when I was locked up this last time, I was like, maybe I should be a father. And just so happened, boom, that just fell right in my face. And I took the bracelet and kept going to the classes.
Okay, so you was at the Life Learning Center already getting your things together. Like, as you said, which I thought was a big bar, not just open doors, but open arms.
Yeah.
So you got embraced there, then you found us at the Fatherhood Program.
And that was a big hug too, right there.
Come on.
We built like a little family in our class.
Yeah. Speak to that. So like your experience with the Fatherhood Program, right? As you got there, what would you say was probably like the biggest takeaway you got, like the best thing you got out of it?
The best thing, I'm going to sit here and tell you this right now. Patience. I mean, like, remember we talked about I can't kick in the door and say Dad's here.
Absolutely.
So that's like I had to work in the with their family, with their situation.
Right.
And it worked out perfectly. Like I said, they came to the Life Learning Center this past weekend for the Easter Bunny thing, and they loved the whole facility. It was really cool. Another thing I got out of it was, from when I first started going to the classes, I was like mentality of partying and like all the women and stuff like that. But then after that, I started respecting. After going through all the curriculars and the chapters in the book, you learn respect for especially having daughters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it opened my heart, my mind to a whole new outlook on how I perceive people, women, my family, anything.
Right.
It was really awesome.
Okay, so well, thank you. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause trust me, your participation in the class definitely helped bring everything together.
We had a good crew there.
Had a good time, right? You had a good crew, things like that. What would you say if you could think about, because you kind of spoke to it a little bit, but maybe just in a more direct way, the way you used the program to help change your life? Because again, it was you did the work.
Right.
You know what I mean? So how was this tool so pivotal? Like, you know what I mean? Like you said, the patience part.
Right.
But what else could you give us?
All right, so I left my daughter when she was 2. So from 2 to 8, I don't know what it's like to be a parent.
Right.
So like the steps that you showed me how to take and the way to go about certain situations really helped me out when it came to situational things I had to deal with them, like going to birthday parties, like talking to the stepfather, talking to the family and everything.
Absolutely.
And the respect I got back in return, that's about like showing them respect and you get respect back. And it really blew my head right off my shoulders, because these were people that once hated me. You know what I'm saying? And now that I'm doing everything right that I'm supposed to, they're showing me love. And it's really cool. And it's cool when I say I love you to my daughter's stepdad and he says I love you back. And if I didn't have this program, I wouldn't have known how to go about it. I'd probably be still like trying to just like get in there every time I can. It's a really great program.
Cool, so cool, because like in the sessions we always talked about the idea of we family regardless, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm hearing you say is that you now have been able to settle into that, and you've seen that same love came back from your family. So have you taken time? How do you feel about when you look at, okay, I was joining the program, I had these challenges and stuff like that. This is the work I done, right?
Right.
Have you taken time to look at that for yourself and recognize the work that you've done and what that means to your daughter?
Right. Okay. This is because like since I've been so busy working and like going to like the meetings and everything, I'd like to be like a role model for her. When she does see me, I try to like I spoil her to death, of course, but like I just want her to know that like she has her father back, because she still calls her stepfather Dad. She still calls me Joe, and it's like I'm still working that situation out.
Okay.
And I learned to accept that, and it's like so she knows I'm her dad. It's just when she just doesn't understand it yet, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, and I think it's more than fair to, like we talked about before, progress is a process.
Right.
Can't skip a step, right? And you've been making all the steps, right? So that, trust me, from me to you, you know what I mean, you doing the thing, brother. You know what I mean? You got this. You feel me?
Appreciate that.
Now with that, last question I do want to ask you. If for all the amazing dads out there who may be slightly aware of the Fatherhood Program. What would you say is the biggest selling point of why they should come join our family?
When you're absent from a child's life, and then you get back into it, and you put all that you can into that relationship with your child.
Man.
The Fatherhood Program really opens your heart and your mind to doing such thing. A lot of people coming out of rehabs, jails, institutions, whatever, they have that mentality of like they already failed, they already like gave up. But when you're in the hole and you're reaching up, and then the Fatherhood Program pulls you up, the Life Learning Center pulls you up, and it's like it changes that person, you know, like the principles before personality. But when you do these the principles become your personality when you start doing better things in life.
Absolutely. And Fatherhood Program, we definitely here to help people with that, and our partners at the Life Learning Center as well. And thank you, and we look forward to seeing you join the Fatherhood Program. Come join the family.
It works.
It works, my
Thanks,
brother. Appreciate you.
it.
Hi, I'm Jameer Davis, and I'm the Vice President of Family Services at Northern Kentucky Community Action Commission. And I have the pleasure of being with Robert Venable today from the Life Learning Center. How are you doing?
Doing pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm well. I can't complain. I can't complain. Today we're going to be talking about the Fatherhood Program at Northern Kentucky Community Action and the partnership that we have with Life Learning Center. So to start, why don't you just tell us a little bit about what you do at Life Learning Center?
Yeah, so I've been at Life Learning Center for coming up on 8 years. It is a 12-week educational continuum that focuses on life skills. It runs parallel with a care continuum. So as folks are coming in to work on necessary life skills that focus in 5 different domains, relationships, emotional, financial, spirituality, and I feel like I'm missing one, physical and healthy lifestyles. As they're coming to work on those skills, the care continuum comes alongside and helps them out with resource or barriers that they may be facing. A barrier that they may be facing towards employment may be an ID, birth certificate. Maybe they've got a mental health diagnosis that is gone undressed. And so they're able to get connected with a physician and or even a connector through CAC so that they can get health insurance.
Oh, that's great.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. So how did LLC become a partner with the Fatherhood Program?
Well, this was a no-brainer. We have 63% of our candidates that are going through our program are parents. And of those 63%, 60% are single parents. And so Kareem came to me and said, hey, Rob, you know, I've got this program. We want to get started. Is there a way that we can partner and or even utilize some space that you guys have at Life Learning Center? And again, it made absolute perfect sense. One of the biggest challenges that our candidates face as they are working through their relationships with their families is one, reuniting. We have 97% of our candidates that come through our program have suffered a criminal conviction and or substance use in their background. So a lot of times they've been incarcerated for a while, and when they come back into society, that difficult aspect of being reunited with a family member is very daunting, and sometimes it can be triggering as well.
Absolutely.
So when Kareem came to me, I said, absolutely, this is a very important and missing piece of what we need in our community.
Absolutely. So it sounds like this program is very important, not only to your organization, LLC, but also to the community.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think, you know, if you look at our community and you think about that number of single parents that are in our community, when that parent is missing from that family, there's values that are missed. Mm-hmm. There's values that are not being instilled. And then there's that relationship. You know, I was only blessed with one father, mm-hmm. you know, and I get choked up every time that I think of my relationship with my father and things that I wish I could have said, or bonding moments that were missed opportunities for me. And so having that father figure or parent in your life so that you can have that relationship and have those bonding moments is very integral.
Absolutely. So why do you think it's important for your dad to take advantage of the Fatherhood Program?
One of the biggest things is that instilling those values. And with those values being missed, sometimes we can go astray. And so having that relationship and that bonding and those values, it also holds us as parents and our integrity to be true to that child, so that we can see that child succeed. As I was sitting prior to our session today, and I was listening to Joe Capana, one of our graduates in our program, and one of your graduates in your program, the Fatherhood Program, I was listening to him talk about his relationship with his daughter, and I was thinking about my relationship with my daughter. Just this weekend, Life Learning Center hosted a event at the Life Learning Center where we had the Easter Bunny show up. And I can't think of any other place in Covington that the Easter Bunny would go, but the Easter Bunny was at the Life Learning Center. And Joe Capana's daughter introduced herself to my daughter.
Oh, that's awesome. It doesn't get better than that, does it?
No, and so I reflected on that this morning, and I was thinking, I want my daughter, I want her to grow up, and I want her to be around, children that are going to be good influences as she grows up and she goes through life. And so, it only takes one mistake for that child to go in the wrong direction. And I will tell you that Joe's daughter is in a much better place today than she was probably 6 months ago, 7 months ago, prior to him having this fatherhood course, because today he is now involved in his daughter's life. I got to witness him bring a t-shirt for her that had, different pictures and things that she liked, but also inspirational words. Not only did he get a shirt for his daughter, but he bought one for his daughter's non-biological sister as well.
Wow.
So he extended that offer not only to his daughter, but also a daughter that is within the family.
That's awesome. And it's great to see how the work that you're doing and these fathers and mothers who participate in the program, the work that they're all doing, just come to fruition and be able to see the tangible benefit right away. So we appreciate your work, we appreciate your partnership, and we look forward to more fathers coming out of the Fatherhood Program at LLC.
Well, I will tell you that one of the things that Kareem and I established was that every single candidate that goes through the Life Learning Center, whether it's a male and or a female, they are introduced to Community Action Center in our orientation. So every single candidate has an opportunity to learn about this amazing program.
Well, thank you for that. And we'll be right back.
This program shows the importance of fatherhood and that it elevates father to a new level. Now we have stable programming for fathers so that we can incorporate them into the well-being of the entire family. When the father succeeds, their children succeed.
I encourage everybody to push, be there for your kids.
You're being there, you're trying, you're good. Keep it up.
And that's a wrap on our show. We hope that you have a better understanding of our fatherhood program and really the importance of fathers in the lives of our children. And just a few reminders before we close out the show. April is Child Abuse Prevention Month, and one of our programs, Community Collaboration for Children, will have activities all throughout the month. They're going to do a color run. They're going to be giving out pinwheels. Check out our website so you can get involved. And this year is our third annual gala, Shine Bright, taking place May the 5th at Drees Pavilion right here in Covington. You can purchase your tickets online at our website at nkcc.org. NKCAC.org. May is also Community Action Month, and we will have fun activities all throughout our 8 counties. Make sure you go to our website to see how you can get involved and learn more about what we're going to be doing right in your community. For more information on our fatherhood program, on our child abuse prevention, our annual gala, go to our website, www.nkcac.org. We hope to see you soon.